Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shireen. Thank you for joining. Today's video is going to be about newcomers to the workforce. Yes guys, I have 5 points I want to share with you. Point number 1, the facts about migrating. Yes guys, you just migrated to North America. You sell everything and you come here because you want to have a better life. You sell your car, your house, and you quit your job and you come to live in North America. You have your resume in your hand, you have your certifications ready, you have your degrees ready to go to find a job. But then you're sending out resume, you're not getting any response. You're wondering what is happening. You're even wondering if you made the right choice to come here. You're getting anxious. You need money because without money you can't survive here. You need a job. It seems as if the only job you can get is a minimum wage job. That's not what you came here for. You came here for a better life. You want something better. You want something at least equivalent to what you just left. Point number 2, the truth about North America. You were not schooled here, and you need to understand that. The education system here is different. If you have a degree in your country and you come to North America, that degree is not equivalent. If you want to get equivalency, you have to go back to school. Remember, you have no work experience, you're new in the country. Right? You have no network of support. You don't have a lot of friends here. So you don't have anybody to help you. You're a foreigner. And it's going to take you a bit of time to integrate into the society and to get used to everything around you, the system, right? So these are all the odds against you. So guys, you have to be patient. Point number 3. Get information from a college or a university. So when you just get here, you need to take your degree and your certificate or your certification and get them to assess it. They will assess it and tell you what are the transferability, right? And they will advise you. They are professional, they know what to do, right? If English is not your first language, you need to do an English assessment. There are 3 steps. You have to do a written part, you have to do a speaking, and you have to do listening. So talk to a lot of native people if English is not your first language. Don't bother talk to the people who already speak your language. Go out there and meet people, talk to them. That is going to help you because you're going to need it. You're going to also need it when you do the assessment, and you're going to need it when you're doing the interview because you have to speak English. Ask about student loan, ask about scholarship, and ask about grant. Remember, grant is money that you don't have to pay back. So if I was you, I would ask if there is any program that is grant funded. I will also suggest that if you want to get into the workforce as fast as possible, I would suggest you do a certificate program. Yes guys, it only takes 6 months, right? And that will get you in the workplace as fast as possible. Say for example, you have a master's degree in HR and you come to North America. I would say do a certificate in HR that will bridge the gap between the master that you have and the certificate in North America. Why? Because the master degree that you have, it's not the same as in North America because the procedure and the policies are different. But now when you do that certificate program, it will bridge the gap because you will learn about the policies and procedures of North America. And because you have the master already, you know, they will look at it and say you have the education and now you fill the requirements. Another thing you want to do if you intend to take any program You need to make sure you're taking programs that have transferability. What do I mean? Say, for example, your end goal is to become a RN nurse. So you want to first do the health aid certificate, then you do the LPN, and then that takes you into the RN. Point number 4, get a professional to critique your resume. Yes, guys, you need a professional to critique your resume because you're not from here and you're not used to how the North Americans set up their resume for success, right? Those people are professional and they know. Plus, sometimes people put some things on their resume that shouldn't be there because nobody knows what those things are. Like, for example, I'm from Jamaica. Now, a lot of people put CXC on their resume because it's an exam that we do in Jamaica. Now, if you put CXC on your resume here, nobody know what CXC is, right? Maybe 90% of the time nobody know. Maybe the other 10% they'll know. Like me, for example, I'll know if I see that CXC. What you don't want, that you want to make sure your resume is relevant, right? Focus on more like your skills. Also, you want to remove any evidence that give you away that you're immigrant on your resume. The reason why I said that is because now you are going to have competition, because when you send out your resume, you're going to have native people sending out their resume and they are schooled there. So who you think they're going to employ? They're going to employ them, so you need to eliminate some of the things that are going to give you away that you are an immigrant. I don't know how you're going to do that, but instead of put all your work here and so you leave off the city or the town, I don't know. You have to just come up, be creative. You have to come up with creative way to lessen the amount of things on your resume that is going to give you away. So instead of focus on the school, you focus on the skills, right? And you focus on the course that you have taken. I did mention that you're going to get your degree and certificate assessed. So when they assess it, that is what you could put on your resume. So I would use the transferability that the university give you and put it on my resume, right? Because they will assess your resume, they will assess your document, and they will tell you what you're qualified for or what it is equivalent to. Also, some of you have names that are difficult to pronounce, and North Americans aren't accustomed to your name. So maybe you want to do something about that. If I was you, I would shorten my name. I would either use my middle name or I would change my name. Some culture, they come to North America, they change their name. They change your name to an English name. I'm just making a suggestion. If you're applying for a job and the job is a receptionist job and you know you have a HR degree, right? Or a master degree. Don't put that you have a master degree on a job, on a receptionist job, when the criteria for the receptionist job is a certificate. That don't make sense. If I was the employer, I wouldn't employ you. Why? Because I know you just want that job for a stepping stone. I know you don't want the job, you're not going to stay into the job and you're going to leave the job, and I would have to go find people again to put into that job, and it's going to cost the employer money. So if you want the job, I suggest you look at the skill set of the job and the qualification of the job and match it up. Do not just put that you have a doctorate or a master degree and you're overqualified for the job. They can see through that and they know that you're not going to stay into the job. Always change up your resume. Look at the job posting and change your resume to match the job posting. If your resume is not working for you, you have to do something. You can't just keep sending in the same resume. You keep doing the same thing, you get the same result. So you have to change up things. Point number 5, things you need to do. Be open-minded. That's a big one, guys. You have to be open-minded. Talk to many people as possible so that you can gain their support and advice. Yes, guys, talk to people. Some of you don't speak English. You go out and you meet new people and talk to them. You get to know the culture and the people, right? Don't bother stay beside only your people alone or a certain kind of people. Mingle. Not all people are the same. Some people are very friendly, right? And welcoming, depending on the area you're in. If you don't talk to other people outside of your culture, how can you know? So that is what you're going to do. You're in a new country. Remember I said you need to be open-minded? Right. You're going to be open-minded and you're going to start talking to people. Right? Change. Remember your friends aren't here. So them now go look and see what you're doing. So you're in a different space. You can be who you want. Get yourself a job. I know it's not going to be the perfect job, but you need to get yourself in the workforce. Yes, right away, because you're going to need money. Nothing in North America is free. Yes, you're going to need money to pay your bills because you don't want the people put you out. Yes, you have to put yourself into any job. I know no job is beneath you. It is just a means to an end. You have to just do what you have to do, right? Get yourself out there. You will get to meet people, right? You will get a reference and it will help you. Yes, it will help you. Volunteer. Yes, guys, you have to volunteer. Canadians like volunteer. If I was an employer and I see that the person volunteer, I would employ them. Why? Because that shows that that person is willing to give. That shows me that that person is a giver and not a taker. That shows me that that person is kind. When people volunteer, they have a certain personality. They feel like they need to give. So go out there and volunteer. And remember, volunteering will also get you a reference. So you're getting a reference and you're going to need one for a job. And don't underestimate volunteering, because when you go to volunteer, you have to apply and you have to do an interview and you also have to produce a criminal record check. So volunteering is just like a job. It is a job actually. You just don't get paid. Go to the Center for Newcomers. They have all the resources to help you integrate into the community. You can join a gym. You can join a church. That will also help you to meet lots of people and build your connection. Another thing, guys, you come to a new country and you group up with some people who is not going anywhere. They are not productive. They just want to live a life of criminality. And so you get yourself involved and you get yourself in trouble. Guys, this is not America. If you get yourself in trouble, you're going to have a criminal record and you cannot get a job. Yes, you can get a job. I shouldn't say you cannot. But what kind of job you're going to get, right? So you want to come here and you want to make sure that you stay out of trouble. Don't group up with people who is going nowhere. The next thing, if you're looking for a job, if you're not putting in 20 hours a week, it makes no sense, right? You have to put in 20 hours a week. Looking for a job is a work. Yes, you're working. So you have to consider putting in 20 hours a week, or else it is useless. You're in a new country. You don't have any work experience. You don't have any reference. You're going to need it. And that this will help you learn the system, because you will see how other people write them resume, you see what they're looking for. Because at least you're going through all the application, the jobs. So you have to put in the hours. Also, you want to go on your social media page and you want to clear out anything that says derogatory or anything that is dirty on your social media page. You have to think, if you were an employer and you go on a certain person's social media page, would you employ that person? So you need to ask yourself that question, right? Clear it off, take it off. Employers are known to go on your social media page and snoop because they want to make sure that they are employing the right people with the right character. Make sure you clear off your social media page, Instagram, TikTok, all of them, you know it. Clear it off. Learn about the history of that city or town that you are in. Yes. Reason why you want to learn about it? When you go for an interview, you can chit chat about it. Give you something to talk about, right? When you meet people on the road, you will understand them culture and the norms a bit better because you know the people history, right? So go read. Don't just sit there, right? Read, read, read. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my video. See you next time. I hope that you will subscribe. Bye.